X1, and we back with another video after so long. And a lot has been happening in the world, man. I feel like I couldn't have chosen a better time to come back. So, let me show y'all something, man. I just thought this was the craziest thing in the world. Okay. Let me show y'all something.
We saw a fan earlier this year reach over the fence,
Check this out, bro. Check this out.
interfere with the ball, and then get ejected for what was revealed to be like the 50th time in the last 3 years. Myself, and I'm sure many others, thought this guy was probably going to take the cake for the worst fan of the season, as that's a pretty high bar to surpass. But I think we just saw something even worse. A grown woman essentially steal a home run.
Whoa. Bro. As a father, bro, there is no pump faking, bro. As a father, there is no pump faking, bro. And this is for all of you Americans, bro. Americans have this thing called black fatigue and white fatigue. And it's just Americans showing different groups that are doing crazy things. The blacks are too loud. The whites act like they own everything and are impatient and impulsive. And, blacks are killing each other. Whatever. Black fatigue, white fatigue, right? So here is one of the definitions of the greatest white fatigue moments in 2025. White people going around acting like they fucking own the world. Americans again. Check this video out, man.
One ball right from the hands of a young kid. The Phillies were up 4-1 in the 4th inning in this one, with Brandon Marsh just having crushed a 2-run bomb into the second deck in right field before Harrison Bader came to the plate, managing to get his own hanging pitch that he would deposit into the left field stands, 410 feet from home plate. Little side note here, but before we continue, listen to this call from the home broadcast when it happened. Had me cracking up a little bit.
90 miles an hour. Smack up!
But yeah, even though the camera would pan away, a later focus on the situation would reveal that after this ball had landed in the stands, a dad came over and managed to get to it first, then take the situation.
So where is she at in this whole situation?
But yeah, even though the camera would pan away, a later focus on the situation would reveal that after.
So I'm guessing that's her.
This ball had landed in the
I'm guessing that's her.
stands. A dad
He
came
clearly
over and
has
managed to get
it.
to first, then take it back to his son. No big deal, right? As this is well within the unwritten rules for retrieving home run balls. Whoever touches
She's nowhere near the ball. She's nowhere near the
big
ball.
deal, right? As this
He
is
snatches
well
it,
within
he's
the unwritten rules
there,
for retrieving home run
he's
balls.
gone.
Whoever
I'm not gonna lie.
No big deal, right? As this is well within the unwritten rules for retrieving first, then take it back to his son. No big deal, right? As this is well within the unwritten rules for retrieving home run balls. Whoever touches it first is the person who gets to decide what to do with it.
It can't be biased. It did look like, but if we go back, okay, so my initial thought was gonna say, it looked like she did have a hand on the ball, right?
No big deal.
But look, 3 people, maybe even 4, four people are there trying to get control of this ball. So no one has like ultimate control or possession of this ball at the moment in time right here. He finally gets full possession of the ball. He now controls it. I was going to say maybe she did have possession, but at that same moment, 4 people were trying to get that ball. One comes away with it. Obviously, give it up. You've lost. But no, this is what the Karen does, bro. If you're not an American, a Karen is a white person who goes around and just... How do you describe it? Let's look up the definition of a Karen. Because I've said, like, they go around and act like they own the world, they're impatient, impulsive, they curse you out, they're racist, they call you out your name. But, like, what's the definition of a Karen? Because we're going to be technical around here. And we're going to be like DJ Academics. No cap, bro. We're not going to be biased towards anybody. And this is why I love being a regular brother. I don't have to. I don't have to do none of that stuff, bro. I can be straight down the middle, be in my own lane, and respect both parties, and still maintain who I am. And that's the definition of being a man, bro. Never being pulled to or fro for no man, or for nobody that you ain't rocking with, or because somebody's trying to make you do something. Nah, bro, ain't going. Karen, problematic people. Pretty much. Problematic Caucasian people. And this Karen, let's keep watching. Let's just keep watching.
The person who gets to decide what to do with it. Yet this didn't sit well for the woman who whiffed on it right before. A fellow Philly fan who raced over to grab the dad's arm aggressively and then started whiffed on it right before. A fellow Philly fan who raced over to grab the dad's arm aggressively and then started to, I'm assuming, scream in his face based on his reaction. I saw a lot of people clowning on his reaction specifically, but you have to keep in mind
that's not, bro. I'm trying to tell you men something right now. Stop watching porn and start running and start going to the gym. All of you Americans, you don't even know what's coming. And if you're some men, we got switches. Like, all right, it's wartime, it's wartime. I'm telling you, a lot of us are just mentally weak, bro. And when a lot of this shit hits the fan, we're gonna be fucked because our men are not ready to fucking fight. There's another situation where a pedophile walks up to the dad, just like this fucking woman does right here, and has the audacity to touch on the kid while the dad is right. Bro, y'all not hearing me, bro. Y'all not hearing me, bro. And the dad is so fucking weak, he loses the fight to the fucking pedophile. Nigga, what? Nigga, what? That's how weak these American men are, bro? We're losing fights to pedophiles in front of our kids? Nigga, you would have to kill me, nigga. Viking style. Blood eagle. But, bro. Man. But that's how weak they have gotten as a society, bro. As men. But if you look at the American movies, most of their action movies now, they're trying to depict this woman. Most of these, like, top, whatever, they're trying to depict this woman. And men are soft for the second lead. I don't know what they're trying to do, bro, but men are becoming weak. If somebody ever does this in front of your child, this is 2025. This is not 1980s. This is not even 1990 or early 2000s. This is 2025, where people's hearts have grown cold. I don't care who you are, man or a woman. Do not come near me and my fucking child. If I'm by myself, okay. And you want to hit me and you're a woman, alright, fine, you're a woman. I'm going to let you go. Man or fucking woman, do not come in my space, let alone my child's space. I will break your fucking neck. And this man does the weakest shit I've ever seen in my life. Well, not the weakest, because that father lost to that pedophile in front of his kid. That was the weakest thing I've ever seen in my life. But this right here, this is weak, bro.
that you probably were full on yelling in his face, and that's a completely normal response when you're not
But this goes to show you white fatigue, bro. A white person comes along, thinks that they own the fucking world, give me that ball, when there's 4 people fighting for possession of that ball. You do not have ultimate control of that ball when we're all fighting for it. I came away with full control of that ball. Therefore, it's mine now. I had full control of the ball now. You had no control or possession of the ball by yourself, single-handedly, at any of those moments. while that ball was in that seat at all. But yet she comes over because she's white and a woman. She thinks that she owns the world.
Back from the ear there. They then would argue back and forth for a second, with the woman seemingly getting more and more aggressive, before the dad decided to just end the situation by giving her the ball and telling her to piss off.
And this is what most of us do with Karens, bro. But there's obviously times where Karens are getting fucked up. Male and female, because we're not going. We're not going, bro. You can be white, black, or blue. We're not going. If I gotta fight you with the law for the blues, okay. For the Karens, I'm gonna smack you or punch you, bro. I'm not going, bro. We're not going. So there's plenty of videos where Karens are getting fucked up out here. But for the most part, when a ignorant person shows just how ignorant they are, you just let them go. You're just like, God bless you, bro. God bless you, because God can't work for the prideful heart. So God bless you, man. May God help you, man. Because we know, bro, like, something really has to be wrong with you. Something really has to be wrong with these Karens mentally, bro. Like, you see them with my kid. You see that we having a peaceful time. And in most of these situations, these people come out of nowhere, bro. Trying to interrupt a peaceful time just because they want to have it their way. Or they're seeing it their way and their way alone. This was crazy, man. And then to see, I don't have the baseball for myself. I gave it to my kid, bro. White fatigue, man. These white people act like they just fucking own the world.
Again, I saw a lot of people online frustrated with the dad for this, but you have to remember, he's here to have a good time with his kid, and if it's clear the woman was going to make the rest of their experience hell, he probably just didn't see it as worth it, sacrificing their whole night over this one.
Let's not get this confused. Black, white, brown. There's fatigue, white fatigue. Like I said, there's both categories. There's white fatigue and black fatigue. Let's get this very understood right now. All of Americans are a piece of shit. For themselves and cold-hearted. Nobody is better than the other. Nobody can judge the other person because of their color or their skin. I'm not here to judge that. All of Americans are a piece of shit. There you go.
Run. And while I don't think it's a decision I personally would have made, I also don't.
And yes, I'm American.
But thankfully, this is a story with a happy ending, as not only would a representative from the Marlins come over and deliver a goodie bag for the kid, as all this happened to go down on his birthday, by the way, but the Phillies after the contest had a little impromptu meet and greet with Bader and the birthday boy, even delivering him a signed bat. The woman, meanwhile, had been booed out of the stadium after her immature actions, a development that certainly brought a smile to my face upon reading it. Talk about karma coming back to bite you in the bob haircut. Alright everybody, if you made it this far, I appreciate it.
I don't need to see your face, my boy, but thank you for the commentary. Shout out to Made the Cut, dude. You are freaking awesome, bro. Thank you, brother. Now, like I said, man, there's black fatigue and there's white fatigue. But as you see, it ended up good for the kid in the end. Sometimes it doesn't end up like that, you know. You're just left with a sour taste in your mouth because of the moment that you just shared with that Karen. White fatigue and black fatigue is getting real, man. And it's just Americans forgetting who they base their country on. Y'all didn't base y'all country off money. Y'all didn't base y'all country on, you know, trying to get by on the other person in business, not having integrity. This country was first based on faith, Jesus Christ, and then some point the laws came in to bring structure to this place. If we go against faith, and if we desecrate the structure by not having integrity, by being dirty, by being corrupt, we've lost this country. no matter where you are. So we all need to come back to a place like the early 2000s where it's just unity, man. Early 2000s was fucking crazy. Black, white, Mexicans, Asians, we all together having a ball, bro. But now, it doesn't matter what color you are. Everybody's heart has grown cold. Everybody. I don't care what God you walk with. No God is going to accept a person with a hardened heart. They can't even love their neighbor because they have different skin color. They can't even love their neighbor because of some opinion that they have decided in their own head about their neighbor, being judgmental. But yet we call ourselves Christian, Muslims, people of God, people of peace, people of good energy. But yet we hate others. And we force people to take our opinions and our sides and the way we see things instead of being open-minded, instead of being able to have an open conversation. This is more than black fatigue and white fatigue. This is scripture coming true. The same thing that's happening in America is happening in London, UK, where the people are in unrest, where the people have hardened their hearts towards each other. It's not just America. But it's prominent here because what else do we have to do besides complain and bullshit? And until that time comes. That time is coming soon, man. I think we got, 2025? I think we got about 5 more years. Maybe less than that. But no matter who you are, white, black, Mexican, Asian, or even blue, police officers, or any type of government that fights for America, any type of American, first off, be proud of where you're born at, especially if you're black, because the adversity and the things that we went through cannot be buried or hidden, and it's not to play victim. Stop fucking playing victim. We're here to conquer and we're here to win, not to complain and to bend. White people, love, share the knowledge that you have. Love is share the knowledge that you have. To the Browns, love, keep working hard. To the Yellows, find a way to help us make this infrastructure better, more defined. I know a lot of that went over a lot of y'all heads, but we just need to come together as a country, man. No matter what color you are. Because a lot of this stuff is unacceptable, man. It's not cool. But I love y'all. Peace out. Hope y'all enjoyed the video, man. Y'all have a great day, man.